Tonight on Fundamentals, we are talking about Deadpool Wolverine, Agatha All Along, Captain America, Brave New World, Destiny 2, and so much more. All right. And tonight we have special guest Deontay from Saturday Night Nerds. How's it going, guys?
Doing pretty good. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good, good.
I am doing so great. I am fantastic, actually. It's a pleasure to have Deontay on with us and to actually be doing a podcast all together. This is amazing.
For sure, for sure. Excited. New journey, first episode. Yes, super excited. And we have only 10 more days till Deadpool Wolverine come out.
Oh, man.
I know, I know. I remember literally it felt like it was 6 months ago. I'm like, oh my god, this is taking forever, but it's actually coming very quickly. And
Yeah.
like, oh my god,
It's amazing
like
how 2024 is just flying by.
it is. It is. Have y'all seen the latest trailer that was dropped this morning?
I did.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, yeah. So we get a visual of a lot more Deadpools. I love how he talks about how Disney has Hugh Jackman when that kid's like, "Oh, it's Wolverine." And he's like, "Oh, Disney pulled him in, and yeah, we're gonna have him for here for like till he's 90." There's so many leaks, so many pictures. Let's see what the first one we have from the trailer. It pops up here. Yeah, so you actually see the Western cowboy boots with the spurs and the six shooters there. We got a cowboy Deadpool. Apparently, we're going to get.
Yeah.
See, we finally get a visual of Lady Deadpool. We
Yeah.
get the blonde hair. So, like, seeing that right there, who do y'all think this is? Do you think it's Blake Lively or someone else, or if you had a
Uh,
bet, who would you think?
if it's Blake, I'm going to scream.
I'm probably going to cry. I will freak out. I love their dynamic duo couple. Like Blake and I were talking the other day about like dynamic couples that we think are like amazing.
Yeah,
That name,
goals.
like those two definitely came up in that conversation. I mean, I would love it to be Blake Lively. I don't really know any other blonde haired people that I would want it to
I
be.
I think there's rumor too. I know Taylor Swift was rumored for Dazzler, and now people are jumping to the conclusion that what if Lady Dimples, Taylor Swift now? I'm not out of the two. I would rather see Blake Lively.
True. True.
Yeah, keep Taylor as Sparkler or wherever she's going to be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would not mind if she was in there as Dazzler. Like if they jumped through
Yeah.
some, portal or went through some other dimension in universe. That's completely cool. But I think that's where she would belong, like as that character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Blake Lively seems like she. If you trained her well, she'll throw some hands just like her man. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and she's a
mm,
phenomenal actor. We've like Taylor Swift. Has she
Oh
ever
yeah.
like actually acted like in anything as of
No,
yet?
just her music videos. I think that's it.
yeah, that's
It's a big
man.
step up. It's a big step up.
Yeah.
Facts.
So yeah, I would definitely be along the lines of I hope that it would be Blake Lively, and then it would be just like different if they got like somebody else that was like a Fantastic Four, like Susan Storm. Like, what if
Oh
she
yeah.
came back and is now Lady Deadpool? Because she had blonde hair in that. So.
Yeah, and well, there was another name I seen today for the first time that people were throwing out. They're like, "What was Scarlett Johansson?" And I'm like, that would be cool, but I don't think that would work. I mean, considering that she just recently died, and
And
I think
Feelings are
with
too
what her
fresh.
and Marvel had going on, that's not how she would come back into the MCU. Which she's already rumored to be doing an MCU project, and I think they say she's going to be in it, and she's going to be like overseeing it, like directing it as well. So, or at least producing it or something like that. But I don't know.
something tells me that if this isn't the Deadpool kills the Fox universe
Mhm.
storyline, that this could be like Deadpool kills the MCU storyline.
Yeah,
I think that's what this movie's going to be about.
yeah. I think it's definitely going to be what you just said. It kills the Fox universe because they've actually also it's already leaked out that they've named this Fox universe a certain number. I think Kevin Feige's already said it, or Sean Levy, one of the two has. So yeah, I think it's definitely killing Fox universe.
I'm definitely down for either one, man, because you can see like
Oh yeah.
what is his name that plays the OG Professor X?
Oh, Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. Ready to
Yeah.
see him again.
For sure.
They're probably going to kill him in this movie too. So
Probably.
Did you actually see that Patrick Stewart is rumored on IMDb? Like it's official, like on
Oh, is it?
IMDb that it's
Okay.
rumored next to his name. So that would be pretty cool.
It wouldn't surprise us because how many times now is Patrick Stewart's like, "Oh, I'm done with that franchise. I'm done," and he still comes back. So
man,
he does good about keeping his cards hidden.
he got his neck broken in Multiverse of Madness. So we're just
Right.
gonna make a guess on what's going to kill him in this movie.
Yeah.
One thing I'm shocked on though, like we get to see Tyler Bane's Sabretooth from the original X-Men,
Oh,
but
yeah.
his fangs are gone. Like he's got just straight normal teeth when he's always had fangs. Even Liev Schreiber's had like the fangs that kind of came down. So I'm like, I mean that's minor, I guess, but at the same time I'm like, that's actually a big visual to me of Sabretooth though. So
Yeah, like Lady Deathstrike with her like talons.
right, yeah, for sure. But let's see what other clip we got here. Oh yeah, so Deadpool doing a selfie with a dead TVA agent. I'm like, my God, there's gonna be so many fourth wall breaks. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild.
Man, I can't wait. So speaking of cameos, that we would kind of expect or hoping for from the original X-Men, Halle Berry,
Okay.
as Storm, I would love to see her come back and do some justice to that role.
Oh, for sure. And we get to see the teased Instagram picture with her having that wig on, like that she used to have from back in the day with playing
Yeah.
X-Men.
Yeah.
Who else would y'all like to see? Or who you think like we haven't seen already that you think is going to? One of the two, either one.
Deontay, you want to go first?
I'm trying to think of like who is the one character that did no wrong in the X-Men live action world.
But even if they did wrong, they could like justify it with this one, like how Ryan Reynolds went back and shot his old Deadpool self. I mean,
it was so bad.
Yeah, it was a mute. So Deadpool as a mute is just different. So
Yeah,
what
that
do you
doesn't really make sense.
Honestly, Bishop could get his redemption in the Deadpool 3 movie.
That'd be cool because we haven't seen Bishop except for in Days of Future Past, right?
Oh yeah, I believe that was the only movie he had in live action. They made him look. They killed him off, I believe, and with like a lot of ease.
Mm-hmm.
So I always wondered like what was people's feelings on that, or how the nerd community reacted to it.
Yeah.
What about the like OG Jean Grey?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
Miss Jansen, Famke Janssen. Yeah.
Famke Janssen.
Yep. Yeah, because like X-Men 3 was awful. I mean, they tried putting so much in there, and there's a lot of characters they had that. So really, I think Beast has gotten a great redemption, like on his character, and it being what's his name? Crap, Graham or Kelsey Grammer.
Oh.
Yeah, Kelsey.
Yeah. So I think it's great to have him back because I think he has that iconic voice for Beast. But like with this new character we got to see at the end of the Marvels, I think it was perfect. So
Beast is my favorite X-Men. So I had no complaints about all the actors that they've casted to play him up until this point. So
you could pull off a cosplay as Beast. I could see that.
Oh yeah,
I gotta get a little triceps in here.
I got costumes for that. It's okay.
Blue. like I love Patrick Stewart. I love his Professor X the older version, but I also love James McAvoy, and I love oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank right now. Magneto, the guy that plays Magneto, the young Magneto.
Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender. I love them too as their duo as Magneto and Professor X. So
they're both just such phenomenal actors that I would love to see them again in literally anything.
Yeah.
So
I don't even care if it's like a 30-second deal. They hop through some universe. Like let's get it. Like how I think where we got a little picture of them in the X Mansion, closing the door because they were annoyed by Deadpool. Even something like that, I'd be happy. So.
Yeah, those are actually my two favorite characters in the live action. Like my overall X-Men favorite is Beast, but in
Mhm.
live action, it's Fassbender and McAvoy's Magneto and Professor X.
So my
Or it would be
redemption.
even cooler to see them both sitting at that like bar where they first met, and then like
Yeah.
a TVA like door appears, and Deadpool and Wolverine kind of pop their head in, and then they're like, "Nah, this ain't it," and then they like close the door or something. That would be hilarious.
That would be great. Or a character
Oh,
I think that's been in live action that needs redemption, and I still think it should be Taylor Kitsch, is a Gambit. Like, give us a good Gambit, but let Taylor Kitsch play him. And do him upright. Give him the right lines. Not Channing Tatum, but Taylor Kitsch.
yeah, absolutely.
I would love to see Channing Tatum in this movie though.
It's
I
rumored. It's rumored that he's going to be. Yeah.
What do you think he would play though, or do you think he would just be like himself?
No. It's rumored that he's supposed to be in a universe, and he's going to be a version of Gambit. Because see, there was supposed to be a solo Gambit movie coming out like a while back that he got awarded the role of, and then it got canceled. Like they ended up not doing it because like
Okay.
he even wore like a Gambit T-shirt and stuff, and was talking about it on socials, and then it just got canceled, so he never got to do it. And
Oh
so
my god.
that's one of the things they're talking about where he may get to reprise and do a little special cameo as Gambit, since he never got to be in his own movie doing it.
Or even Nicolas Cage come back as like Ghost Rider.
Okay, so like I know he's like an awful, like a lot of people don't like him as Johnny Blaze, but I'm here for him to do a cameos. That and Wesley Snipes as Blade. Give both of them a comeback in a cameo in this movie.
Yes.
Man, just put Ryan Reynolds and Wesley back in the same floor again. That is going to be quite a show.
For real. And Sean Levy said literally, he said, I mean, this is big stuff to say, but Sean Levy literally said that from the start to the finish, the fans' minds are being blown 1,000,000 times from start to finish of this movie. And he said the cameos are from start to finish. They don't stop.
Wow.
Yeah.
As it should be.
Fuck.
As it should
Right.
be.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, so this is the only Marvel movie coming out this year, so that they got the extra money and to put into this budget. But then, I mean, let alone look at the marketing they're doing. I don't know if y'all been keeping up with the marketing, but them over in Japan and different places, I mean, they're going all out on the marketing and doing these big events with Ryan Reynolds, Sean Levy, Hugh Jackman, and like they're having a blast. Oh my god, looks like they're literally having the time of their life. But I have never seen so much money around the world spent on marketing and like big movie events to promote this ever.
Yeah, and it's just done so right that like everyone's just really excited for this movie.
Yeah, for sure.
There's not a doubt in my mind that this movie is going to blow the box office out the water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if it tops Endgame.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Well,
sure.
Like a lot of people are like, oh, you think it will match it? I think it will match it, but I think it may even top it. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll probably be up there, because I think like the top two were like Black Panther and Infinity War. They were like, I'm not sure what order. Probably Infinity War is number one.
I think Endgame is their top maker so far.
Oh,
I believe. I'd have to double check, but because I know that's the one that they're comparing everything to.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's
numbers.
Endgame, and then I think it's Black Panther, and then I think Infinity War. If I could be wrong about that, but I think that's the order that they did the best in.
Yeah, because there's like the bottom two that keeps like swapping back and forth.
Yeah,
and it's like, damn, man.
Yeah. Well, I think what ended up pushing Endgame to that top was when they re-released it after James Cameron re-released Avatar.
Man,
just to try to beat each other.
James Cameron just like, man, I hate you guys.
He truly does. Oh, but yeah, yeah. Y'all want to move on to the next one?
I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah.
So this trailer, oh my god. So I've been kind of leery of like how if they're going to do Sam Wright in Captain America: Brave New World, but then once this trailer finally dropped, and they've done a lot of reshoots, and they brought Giancarlo Esposito in, and he was never in there. He's a new character that we still don't know who it is, but man, this trailer looks sick.
Yeah.
And like for them in the teaser trailer to drop the Red Hulk, it's wild. It's wild.
Are you thinking that we're gonna see the Red Hulk a lot in the movie, or just like closer to the end?
I think it's gonna be toward the end.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I'm also wondering, like, I have so many questions. So like, you you have the leader in there, and we get a little visuals of the leader from the behind, and then we get his voice. But then like is Red Hulk going to? I mean, let's be honest. Sam don't have the super soldier serum. Like so, either A is he the one fighting the Red Hulk? 'Cause, I mean, we see him throw the shield down, but then or does Sam finally get in a position where he's like, crap, I need to take the super serum, soldier serum. But like, just like with Steve Rogers, I feel like Sam is of the same morality and values that it's just gonna, it emphasizes and it creates bigger on who you already are. And we know Sam's like good as gold. So it's just going to make him that much more better, I think, just like it did Steve Rogers. Do y'all think they'll ever do that, or you think he'll never have that serum?
I have a theory.
Okay.
What is it?
So what they're going to do with this movie is they're going to like up Sam Wilson's like fighting style to have him like on par with Steve Rogers in hand-to-hand combat.
Right.
And Sam Wilson is also known for having a pretty good battle IQ, so he could like solve a problem right in the middle of a fight.
Right.
And he actually solos Red Hulk because he's just like that much more of a badass soldier without the serum.
Okay.
With his intuition of fighting and thinking so quick.
Yeah, he activating the wings and using that combo with the shield, and he's probably got some new gadgets now. If I could say now, I'm not sure if at some point he might have met someone from Wakanda, but I know his shield is vibranium, his suit is vibranium.
Well, I wonder if his suit's still going to be vibranium because we see him with the new suit. So that white suit that was comic accurate, that was made by the Wakandans that we got in Falcon and Winter Soldier. But so do you think this new suit will be made by the Wakandans too?
I think so. They might give him some gadgets, some of their own gadgets. And he could use that to his advantage in a fight too. But if that is even remotely true, his fight with Red Hulk is going to break the fucking internet.
Oh yeah, for sure. I see a lot of people because I know naturally from the comics the Red Hulk was way bigger than the Green Hulk, and he actually looks very comparable to the Green Hulk size now. But I feel like they almost have to, considering the way they're bringing him into the storyline. If they made him much more bigger, I mean, it'd be kind of hard to have someone to top him.
Yeah, I feel like he's in the middle of the transformation when we finally see him in that scene. I don't know if he's going to stay that size.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
there's the two scenes merged together, so you kind of get a full body look.
Yeah, he's built just like the version of Green Hulk that fought Thanos.
Yep.
It's like Red Hulk is like an oversized gun-toting Hulk.
hey, it's just still better than him not being like Professor Hulk, which I know a lot of people hate on. But I'm not even gonna lie. Like, obviously, I don't want to see that version of the Hulk from here on out. But I kind of like the Zen Professor Hulk for what we've got him. Obviously, yeah, I'm ready to see a better bigger transformation. Let him be more the grittier, grizzled, mean, raging Hulk that we love. But I love the moment that we got Professor Hulk. I know it's like unpopular opinion, but I enjoyed it.
Man, one of the greatest fights of all time in Marvel movies is Edward Norton's Hulk versus the Abomination.
Yes.
We could get more of that in the MCU.
Oh my
god.
Yeah, I mean, that was like perfect Hulk battle right there. Mm-hmm. I mean, remember he ripped that spike out of his elbow and then stabbed him with his own elbow spike. I mean, it's wild. Yeah. Let's pull up another picture here from the clip. Giancarlo right there. And we still don't know who it is. And so, like, a lot of people are saying this character looks like G.W. Bridge, which is like a badass American agent. But Giancarlo, I think as of 2 days ago, said so far, everybody on the internet that has tried to guess this character is wrong. So do y'all have any new guesses? Like, I have no idea who to think he is.
I think that he could be like a bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what my guess is. I haven't seen anything about it on the internet. So that's kind of something that I'm like, okay, well, I haven't seen it yet. And like Bishop has lots of guns, and like that's kind of like where I'm going with it. Mm-hmm. Especially because we're crossing over like the OG like Marvel Avengers now with like X-Men, because we're having like this Deadpool and Wolverine. So what if they're bringing in more X-Men characters into other movies? So my thought process is Bishop, maybe even like Forge or something like that. But I think that would be really cool, or like a Nick Fury from like another dimension.
Yeah.
That would
I
be
think
sick.
that would also be cool.
Hell yeah. I do got a question for you two.
Okay.
So how do I word this? You guys have seen the Spider-Man animated series from the 90s, like from like start to finish?
Oh yeah, that's what I grew up on. Yeah.
No, I haven't watched all of it. No.
So that and the '90s X-Men, like that's actually what sparked my love for Marvel. That's the first thing.
Hell yeah. There's something that happened in the final season of Spider-Man animated series that gives me a hunch on who Giancarlo might be.
Okay.
I forgot the character's name already. There's an arc at the very final season of Spider-Man animated series, and they're up against Electro and Red Skull. So in order to defeat Red Skull, they had to not only recruit Steve Rogers, who was like frozen in time. So they got Steve Rogers and they got like 5 other superheroes to join him and taking down Electro and Red Skull. And
okay,
they are
I
a part
vaguely
of
remember
this
that.
team. Yeah. And I do not. There's a male character of color. He I don't know if it was his dad or his son that inherited the suit. And he was Steve Rogers' like other right hand man outside of Sam Wilson and the guy that came before him, Isaiah Bradley. There was one more dude just like Steve Rogers, and they all had the same super soldier serum in them. So I think that character, whatever his name was,
I'm gonna see if I can find it real
played.
quick.
Yeah, it's like the Electro arc of Spider-Man.
I vaguely remember that, man. It's been so long since I actually watched that full series.
Yeah, because that final season got kind of crazy because the fact that Spider-Man was traveling through time to meet like younger versions of people, and he finds this Justice League of people of Steve Rogers and a whole bunch of other people on Super Soldier Serum, and they all have like different powers just besides super strength and super speed, and they are a badass team.
Oh yeah, so like in that series, Electro was the son of Red Skull.
Yeah, they changed that background.
Yep.
And that was all like in the season finale or like in the end of that series. Isn't that like when they also had like MJ, like she disappeared or something like that?
Yeah, so actually there was the person that we thought was MJ too was actually like not MJ. It was someone else.
Yeah.
And they just left you hanging on it.
The final season they brought her back, but they didn't elaborate a whole lot on what she went through while she was there. What happened was there was some kind of portal. I believe that Spot created this portal, and Green Goblin pushed Mary Jane into it. And Peter hated Goblin for it for a long time. Like as soon as if I see Norman Osborn in public, I'm going to kill him. And it's like Peter was so bloodlusted for a while towards Green Goblin for what he did to Mary Jane, and then she just comes back a totally different person.
Goodness, yeah, I can't find it. Like you got me now. I want to watch that last season again. So that's probably what I'm gonna do this week. Because like I'm just curious. Like I can't believe like out of all the people trying to guess who he is, nobody's got it right. Usually, out of all the like when somebody's trying to guess, usually one of them are right. One of those are correct. And like this was also, he was part of the afterthought. So he wasn't originally in this until they did those reshoots. And it kind of makes you wonder like how much he's going to be in this because like you can only do so many reshoots without making the movie kind of muddled and not looking right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I can think the name of that group of like 5 or 6 superheroes that worked under Steve Rogers. I could tell y'all who Giancarlo was going to be, but I have to get on Google or something because if that's the case, then this Cat 4 movie is going to be incredible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, so the trailer blew me away. I was shocked, super pleased. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. This actually gives more of the Captain America films that we've watched, like Winter Soldier vibes, but the dark, serious vibes. It does it for me. Like, I
Mhm.
love it. Like, here's another picture of the clip. We actually get him in a helmet because he's flying so high, and this is him flying around Tiamat, which we are finally getting addressed.
Finally.
That's been what, 3 years now. We've not seen or heard of really
Yeah,
nothing of it.
yeah, and
I think
everybody
it,
online. Oh my
in one
god.
movie or show, I think in the background there was like a news clip on TV about it. That's all we've ever heard or seen about it since that happened. Um,
Wow.
but yeah, so supposedly the rumor for the past couple of years is that that's where animanium is going to come from, and everybody's going to be kind of at war in the world with trying to claim the animanium from inside this Tiamat. Y'all think that sounds fair? Sounds true? Do you think you got any other ideas of why they may be all like kind of battling to be on this? I've heard rumors that this could be like a new headquarters for a villain or heroes or something as well. But it seems like from this trailer, though, like a lot of countries are going to be at war with each other, and I feel like it's going to be over Tiamat Island. So, what do y'all think?
Man.
I like the idea of the adamantium because we all know what that means. So
Yeah.
that means this MCU of 616 World is going to be getting Wolverine here soon because, yeah.
Yeah,
That would
because
be different.
Yeah, well, that means we could get a younger version of Wolverine in this world too. I mean, if this world even survives past Secret Wars, which may not. So
man, it might have to RIP that.
yeah, but I kind of like the idea of it being a headquarters. That'd be kind of neat. Uh, whether it be a
Because
villain or heroes or something like that, they kind of weird. But I mean, hell, we've seen in Guardians of the Galaxy them doing it in the side of nowhere, the giant celestial's head floating through space. So
Yeah, I don't know what they would do with it, honestly. Like it kind of makes me think about like are we going to see like a celestial or anything? Um but like I don't know. I
yeah.
wasn't really looking forward to this movie until the trailer came out, to be honest. That's just
Hmm.
my like 2 cents on it. But then the trailer came out and I was like, all right. I mean, like I'm gonna go see it regardless because it's a Marvel movie, but
Right.
I'm interested to see what they do with it.
I am too, and like I know it's not the comic accurate suit like they did Falcon Winter Soldier, but I'm digging the new color scheme of his new suit. I'm loving it, and the way the wings look, the way the redesign of the wings look. I think it's really good looking.
yeah, because the way things are right now, it, if he's linking up with like Wakanda, the people of Wakanda, and getting all this gear and technology from him, he is going to be
Mhm.
decked the fuck
Oh
out.
yeah. Well, we all know like if they make this suit, which like I'm sure you're right, they probably did make this suit too. Like it's going to be just like Black Panther's suit, where he can like absorb the punches and the power that hits him, and probably redistribute it
Hmm.
somehow. And that would be kind of cool. Like maybe in his wings, like if
Yeah.
he absorbs that energy and reprojectile like some kind of bullets or like lasers or whatever out of the wings. Like there's so many things that they could do with Wakanda technology.
God, I'm over here getting giddy as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh.
For real. I mean, like it's limitless. Like what you're saying with their technology is limitless. And really,
Mhm.
with someone with the technology of what they have, you really don't need the powers. You just need the intuition, like he has.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he should. The way Steve Rogers was able to get his 1v1s in with Hulk, so Sam shouldn't struggle that hard.
yeah,
Honestly, if it comes down to a 1v1 with him, all he needs is willpower and some goddamn Wakandan technology.
yeah. Oh, I am super happy we get Isaiah Bradley in here. Like, oh my god,
Yeah,
I hate that. I hate that they're he's gonna be mind controlled in that one scene. I hope like we get a lot more of him, but I mean, dude, like obviously, dude's still in great shape even for his age because we see that guy jump out a window after trying to shoot President Ross. So, but
man.
that was one thing I probably enjoyed. One of my top things I enjoyed most out of Falcon Winter Soldier was Isaiah Bradley, and like I wanted to get a lot more of that storyline and maybe his grandson, which was Patriot. And I don't know if he'll be in this or not. Do you think we'll get any more of his grandson as Patriot, maybe like intertwined with the Young Avengers down the road, or what do y'all think about that?
I think he's gonna suit up.
Yeah,
I
that
think
would be
maybe
nice.
later on, like down the road, we could possibly see it, but I don't think like this movie we would.
No, yeah, probably not. But yeah, it'd be nice if they continued on his bloodline, and serving and working it with the heroes.
Real quick, I did solve the mystery of who that character is. Well,
Okay.
what the team he's affiliated with. So he's from the Spider-Man animated series 6 Forgotten Warriors arc.
Okay.
That's the name of the group that he's a part of.
Okay. Nice.
So Steve Rogers had like five other super soldiers with him, with their own unique powers from the serum, and they wrecked house on people basically.
Oh, they all have super soldier serum in them.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be almost kind of like some Winter Soldiers. Then, I mean,
I'm pretty sure as powerful as they was in the animated series, like they would wreck shit in live action for sure. And Giancarlo could definitely be like the older version of the character that I'm thinking about.
Mm-hmm. I mean, with this multiverse, like you can literally get anything, you know.
Because we never know who's coming through a tear in reality or not. Like we just don't know, or the TVA, or Doctor Strange portal, or we just have no idea.
Yeah, especially if we mess around and get Chris Evans to pop back in this movie.
Yep. I don't think we will. I think they're going to save Chris Evans till Secret Wars. I think I could be wrong. I would love to be wrong. Cause I don't think I can get enough Chris Evans, Steve Rogers. I love. I mean, y'all know I'm a big Cap fan, but
oh man. Really? The shield behind you means you're
yeah.
Okay.
and that one. Yeah. But
all right.
Yeah, but man, that'd be sick. I would love though in Deadpool Wolverine to get the Chris Evans Johnny Storm pop up.
Yes, I was just thinking of that.
Man,
because I don't care what anybody says, he was a perfect Johnny Storm back then. As much crap as they talk about those movies, he was a great Johnny Storm.
Yeah, he was.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the best character out that cast.
Yeah, for real. I tell you what's crazy is like Marvel's just been coming on so hot and heavy, like out of nowhere. We got the Deadpool Wolverine, we got the Captain America Brave New World trailer drop, and then we also got the Agatha All Along.
Hey.
Which has like changed names. Oh my god, I think like 3 times. But
Diaries.
I've been interested in seeing this. It's not been at the top of my list by no means. I love WandaVision, absolutely love it. But Agatha's like, oh, you know, I think it'd be a fun movie to watch. But I tell you what, that trailer that dropped, dude, not the trailer I expected to drop. It seems so much more darker, so much more horror aspect. But with the comedy, I feel like that's going to be in it. It looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm actually excited about it. I've been excited about it since they announced it with its with its like different name. So like seeing this trailer drop makes it actually like a reality and things are actually finally happening. So like the top thing in my mind is like, are we gonna see Wanda? Like, do we think that we're gonna see her? I think that we are. I really hope that we do.
So we see her dead body in the trailer, but I don't know. There's so many rumors out there. Like, I mean, you see that. Wait, here's the other thing. Like, there's her body you see, and then the thing that's on her foot. It's not like a tag that you would see in a morgue. It's a library card, and it says the library from that Westview library. So I'm like, why in the world are they? Why is it a library card? Like, what's y'all's theory about that? Like, because you know they did that for a reason.
Fucking variant. A fucking Wanda Maximoff variant.
Not our Wanda, but another Wanda, you think?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because I mean, and there's different dates on that card. Like things been checked out. Like maybe different Wandas have been killed, you think? And I don't know. Because we see her like in the clothes of the Wanda from not our 616, but from 838, to where she possessed the other Wanda. It seems like it's that Wanda in those clothes that we've seen from Multiverse of Madness. So I still don't think this is our Wanda from 616 that went off in a poof of red magic when that Wandagore cave mountain fell down on her. So
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many things, but I don't know.
I don't think that we would, like, regardless of like which Wanda it would be, I don't think that we would know until the end or part of the
Mhm.
like the season, like when it's kind of like closing out. And do you think like the last episode is gonna have like an end credit scene?
Oh,
Um,
Please.
I want the last scene to be Wanda. I want them to be maybe them going down the witch's road, and come to find out the big head witch at the end of the witch's road is Wanda.
Eh,
Like our Wanda. Like
yeah.
mhm.
that would
And
be
is she
sick.
just like sitting there, just like kind of like twirling her red magic between her fingers, like she does,
Yep.
and then it just ends? Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be pretty neat.
Ooh,
And
I
we got
scream.
some great scenes in here. Aubrey Plaza, which we see her magic's green, which obviously makes me immediately think Loki. But
Man.
yeah, there's just so many great scenes from this. I mean, there they all are right there.
Hmm.
All the witches together. I love that Deborah Jo Rupp is back in this. I freaking love that woman. Like one day, like I want to meet that woman. I want to get her autograph. Like, yeah, it's so cool. I mean, ever since that '70s show, now to see her in the Marvel, it's like, she's great. But
Yeah, and I
go
think
ahead.
the hint for the like the black and white Agatha is kind of also a hint back to, the WandaVision
Hmm.
whole like season, because they did have like it be in black and white and then it started just like going through the times. So I think that that's kind of like a callback to that portion, which is why I'm kind of like, okay, like I feel like we're gonna see Wanda.
Yeah, I hope you're right. Oh, that would make me so happy and so fulfilled if we got to see her. Because like I don't want her story to be done. And I think
Mhm.
Elizabeth Olsen's a phenomenal actress and has done so well with her version of Wanda in the MCU. Do y'all
Man,
think? Go
I
ahead.
strongly encourage Marvel Studios to just get as egregious as they fucking can with every comic book story in live action series that they have. Because if you want to give us Mephisto, then fucking do it, please. Like
Yeah.
don't let the haters talk you out of that shit. We don't care what they have to say. We want to see Mephisto at some
Yes.
point,
Yes.
Do you
even
think
if it's
that he
Sacha
would
Baron
be?
Cohen.
Do you think he would be in this series, or do you think he'd be in the Fantastic Four like movie coming out?
Well, supposedly the rumor is he's supposed to be actually making his debut in Ironheart.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, that's right.
Supposedly he's the one about Stark Tower, and he is wanting to mix technology with magic, and he's actually supposed to be debuting in Ironheart. That's been the rumor for a while, but obviously we don't know what's true, what's not. Like if they don't show Mephisto in this, they could at least show Cathan. The creator of the Darko Diary, or not the Darko Diaries. Oh, is that what? No, what is it? The book,
Um,
the book that she does her spells out of. Oh,
mhm.
I'm over here thinking of Agatha and
She literally multiversal madness bodied so many people over this damn book.
yeah,
So it's like,
yeah. I can't think of the name right now, but the dark book. It was done by the demon Cathan or whatever. At least
Mhm.
show that, and that way you're giving us a little step closer to Mephisto. You're prepping us for his presence to come.
Yeah.
my worst fear is like watching Agatha all along, and it has absolutely no connections to the MCU. You can treat it as
Yeah.
a series that has no connections to the MCU.
I hope not. God, I hope
Like,
not.
please don't.
I don't want them
No.
to get too crazy on like these Marvel. I don't know if it's the Marvel spotlights or special presentations where like standalone. You don't have to watch everything before. I
Mhm.
get from a marketing perspective why they're wanting to do that with a new fan base, but like don't go too crazy on these standalones. We like the
Please.
connectivity.
Yeah. The little Easter eggs is exactly what we like look for.
Exactly. So Joe Locke is in there. And the rumor for the longest was he was supposed to be Billy Kaplan, a version of one of Wanda's sons. But
Hmm.
now I don't know. I don't know if he is going to be Billy, because if you get on IMDb, you see like it shows Catherine Hahn as Agatha. Comes to Joe Locke, it does not say his character.
I
And
love it when they do that, though. Especially like with Captain America, they did the same thing with Giancarlo. They just have the fact that he's going to be in it, but there's no
Mhm.
name. Now you have to guess.
Right?
do y'all think he could be a version of Billy Kaplan, Agatha's son that was a witch, that was that was Wiccan, or do you think that he's just going to be some other witch that's with this group? because they just kind of represent him, I think, as like a dark teen, a goth teen that is wanting to get this, help with this coven and stuff with Agatha. And I mean, I think it'd be cool if we somehow got a version of Billy, because then that gives me a little bit more hope we're going to get Wanda back.
And that's
But,
exactly what I'm
yeah.
saying.
But
for
Yeah.
me, I really
I
hope
don't
he
know.
does appear, because then Wanda will be there eventually.
Exactly.
Because this TV show is supposed to be based back in the past, like way, way in the past. So either Wiccan is time traveling, or he's just hopping around in the multiverse, and then he finds Agatha there. That could be doable as far as connecting this show to the MCU.
Well, I know, like, they're going to give us some flashbacks of the past on some more backstory on a few things, but majority of them going down the story of the Witch's Road is actually going to be after Wanda's supposed death, because her death breaks the spell of that she put Agatha under, and so now Agatha's on the Witch's Road to get back all of her powers, since Wanda's died. And so I think we're going to get a lot of flashbacks still, because we get to see different clips where she has that original pendant, but then you see a lot of clips with a different pendant that's not the same one, which I think is in the present day. But yeah, I don't know.
Would you guys be opposed to seeing Doctor Strange?
No. Give me Doctor Strange. I'm okay with that. Like, let him. I don't know if they'd put both of them, but like, I'm okay with that. Like, I want to see more Strange and Clea.
Like, what if it's not Doctor Strange and it's Wang, because he's the new Ultimate Supreme sorcerer?
Oh yeah, I forgot Wong is. Yeah.
So like, what if that happens?
Yeah.
I got time for that too, because he's going to probably bring that one girl with him. What's her name? She was in She-Hulk, and she was like the Madison with a.
Oh yeah. Was it Madison with a Y?
I think so. Damn it! Now I gotta Google this shit.
Yeah,
Who
I think
is that girl?
Madison with a Y. Yeah, that's hilarious. I forgot about that. Yeah, because they were kicking it, playing video games on the couch, weren't they? After he saved her from that portal, from that demon. I like the idea of seeing Wong though throughout these different movies and series though, and like, obviously nobody can replace Stan Lee, but I feel like his presence has kind of gave us that who we look forward to see a little snippet of now in almost every movie that comes out.
Yeah.
Right. And honestly, like, I don't mind seeing Benedict Cumberbatch again, because for me, that is definitely my Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's going to be fan service no matter who you pick.
Oh yeah.
And we need that. We need that.
Yeah. I'm ready for the new Doctor Strange movie to come out. So,
man,
yeah, I'm ready to see him.
I'm ready for anything Marvel. Like, just like right here. Just give it to me. Just
absolutely.
I need that in my life.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think her name is. I had to. Yeah, it is Madison with
a Y.
With a Y and an extra N.
Oh my god.
There, a lot of people talk crap on She-Hulk. I laughed through it. I know it wasn't the best thing that Marvel's done, but there's some funny things that came out of it.
Yeah, I will never forget that.
More than a bad CGI scar.
Oh, yeah, that was almost my deal breaker.
Let's see what else we got. Oh, so I know this has been rumored that kind of goes back and forth through different people, but like, supposedly Ryan Gosling's been already talking to Marvel, and he's like, if I do get picked for anything, that he's wanting to do Ghost Rider. And we get more and more rumors of a new Ghost Rider coming, because we're getting more talk of the Midnight Suns coming into the MCU soon. Do y'all think that he could be a Billy Blaze, or do you want to see him as Billy Blaze, or is there someone else you have in mind that you think would be a better fit?
I think that like he would do a really great job. There's been that like fan art already of him as Ghost Rider. So I think that he would really fit that role, the careless like attitude and stuff, especially since we've seen him in Fall Guy. I could definitely see him doing that. And then like in my mind, I was like, okay, so if like he comes back as Ghost Rider, I just really love Nicolas Cage. So like, what if Nicolas Cage came back as like Sam Elliott's character as like the
Oh,
caretaker?
yeah.
Like
Hmm.
I would I would love all of that. But I also was reading up that like Keanu Reeves also put his name in the hat for
Yep.
Ghost Rider, and I'm just
Yep.
like, okay, like who would I like more? And then like I don't know, Deontay, what you got?
Man, they're honestly, Keanu Reeves is a good choice. Ryan Gosling, the guy that plays Norman McReedus.
Norman Reedus,
Norman
from
Reedus,
Walking
yeah.
Dead. Yeah.
Like he would make a great choice. Like it's kind of hard to screw up Johnny Blaze, and
True. Only thing with them is like I love all three of them actors. Like I think they're
yeah.
all phenomenal actors. I think they could pull that off. Norman Reedus and Keanu Reeves. I think we would have to get more of an older, grizzled Johnny Blaze. You know, it wouldn't be so much younger. Like, which I'm not saying that Ryan Gosling's young, but he's younger looking than them,
Mhm.
and I think he would be good. And then Ryan Gosling was, I know for a short time, was also rumored for playing Richard Rider Nova. I think he'd be a great Nova too. But
better Nova. If it could be anybody else to play Johnny Blaze, I'm cool with it. But if I have to settle for Gosling as Johnny Blaze, I can live with it.
Yeah, and I'm not necessarily against having an older, grizzled Johnny Blaze, honestly, because I mean we've got to see the younger and the older version, and you don't get much older than Nicolas Cage. So
Yeah,
I do love that theory of Nicolas Cage playing Sam Elliott's character, though. That would be good. That would be like enough Nicolas Cage for fan service, but not too much Nicolas Cage, because we all know what happens when you get too much Nicolas Cage. It'll tend to ruin a movie, as me and Deontay found out the other night.
Yeah. You see that little Elvis impersonation, you know you've gone too far.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was his big thing it worked, I guess. Like I know a lot of people hate. A lot of people hate on the Ghost Rider. It's more like we were talking the other night, more of a nostalgic thing as a kid watching it. So I still love it, but like that's the movie where Nicolas Cage does the. He does that every time, pointing like at the bad guys in the movie, doing the Elvis point. I'm like,
That's
bro,
amazing.
you cannot let your infatuation with Elvis like come into every movie.
Oh my god! Now I'm gonna go watch like what is it, National Treasure again to see if
Yes.
in there.
So Deontay's never seen that. And to me, National Treasure is the best Nicolas Cage movie. Yep. Not everybody may agree with me, but I to me, National Treasure is his best movie. The first one, like I love the first one.
Oh, we don't talk about the second one.
No,
the second one does not exist.
Damn.
But the first one definitely.
Fan.
Con Air is good.
My dad's a big Con Air fan.
Con Air was the shit.
And then I told you, Blake, that I have a really big soft spot for Willy's Wonderland, and I know that some people don't agree with me, but
I need to watch that. I haven't watched that.
Yeah, it's something. Like, yeah.
Have you seen it, Deontay?
Willy's Wonderland. That's a Nick Cage film?
Mm-hmm.
She said it's kind of like a Five Nights at Freddy version, but like their own version of it.
Yeah, it came out before Five Nights at Freddy's.
Huh. Yeah, I still have to. That's on my list to watch. So.
Five Nights at Freddy's, don't do that.
No. I've already seen that. I actually wasted money in the theater to go see Five Nights at Freddy's.
No.
Yeah, and it wasn't on the Tuesday $5 day. It was on a full money day.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was not impressed. That's just my personal opinion, though.
That's pain.
That was not good, but I think Five Nights at Freddy's, not Five Nights at Freddy's. Willy's Wonderland is definitely. It's supposed to be a serious movie, but I was laughing at it the entire time. If that gives you any, yes. So if that gives you any indication of what you're about to get into, yeah.
Well, we just watched Long Legs, and it had the potential to be good, but it wasn't. And Nicolas Cage was kind of doing a good at a point. He was doing a good psycho serial killer, and then he just took it to a whole comical level that did not make it good at all.
It's like Heath Ledger's Joker and Elvis Presley had a love child. That sums it.
I threw up in my mouth a little bit on that one. Yeah. Oh my god.
It's so true, though. It's so true.
Oh my god.
And there were so many good things about the movie, but it just didn't come together good. Like it just didn't come together well.
Do you think it was writing, or do you think it was Nicolas Cage that like?
No, there was a lot of writing issues, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Nicolas Cage did ruin his character at a certain point, but that's not the only thing that ruined it. It was just, I think there's just some writing that didn't bring everything in together. There are some things that we both agreed that should have been expressed more on and gave a little bit more details and to other characters and explanations that we just never got. And it was so close to being good.
So
And the marketing for the movie was phenomenal. Like the marketing was better than the movie. So
yeah.
I'm not lying. Like, because we've been talking about watching Longlegs for what, 3 or 4 months now.
Yeah.
Like we've been so pumped for it. Yeah.
Oh man.
Most
No,
anticipated horror movie.
So it was like one of those trailers that was better than the movie because they put all the good parts in the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you still like it doesn't spoil the movie at all because it's the way that it takes the turn in the middle of the movie. I'm not sure exactly how Blake immediately reacted, but I was like, "Oh fuck!" It'll force you to cuss for sure.
Yeah, no, this is true.
Yeah, interesting, very very interesting movie.
So we got San Diego Comic-Con coming up July 25th through 28th, and Marvel has made its big announcement that it will be in Hall H this year with a whole bunch of announcements. Here's some clips of some banners that's already been up around the town. So the whole Fantastic Four cast is going to be there. So that'd be exciting. I'm not going to be able to make it this year, but that's still one of my dream things is make it to Hall H. They're supposed to be, I think, showing clips of Captain America 4. And then also, I think the cast, or we're getting some clips of Thunderbolts. I think they're supposed to be shown there. Yeah.
Really?
So
I'm
I know
to see like what they do for because they have like 2 different events that they're going to be doing. And then on Thursday they're doing like a Deadpool and Wolverine day because that's the day that like Deadpool and Wolverine drops. So I'm interested to see what they like do with that.
Yeah, because Sean Levy, Hugh Jackman, and Ryan Reynolds are going to be there. And they just released the first 35 minutes of it, I think, to special viewers. A lot of people are wondering if they're going to release the whole movie there, just because it's like the night of or the night before of the release and theatrical deal. If they're going to do a special viewing with Sean Levy, Hugh Jackman, and Ryan Reynolds watching the whole movie, that would be insane.
That would be so worth the money, though. Like,
oh my god!
Core memory. You would never forget that.
Never. We need to go next year. God, all of us.
I said that this year didn't work out, but next year, yes.
Las Vegas isn't that far from San Diego, so
if I wasn't handy capable of getting around on crutches, still, it would have happened. But
man, when we do show up, 2025 is going to be a great year too. So we're not missing too much.
Oh yeah, oh man, the release is in 2025. It's going to be insane just with Marvel alone. Not including everything else in the nerd realm.
Yeah. So like during that Saturday, some of the things that like I want to see for the 2025 like stuff coming out is like I want to see like a new Daredevil like trailer. Like I would love to see a trailer for that. I want more information on like the Avengers 5, like what they're going to do with it, because it was going to be the Kang Dynasty, and I don't really know if they're still going to be going that route because of everything that happened with Jonathan Majors. So I'm interested to see like what they do with that, and I want some information. So I feel like that would be the place to do it. And then I'm also kind of like hoping for like some information because the selfish side of me is like I really need it for X-Men 90 season 2.
Yeah. And they just got greenlit for season 3 last week.
Yeah, that's amazing. I can't. I want it so bad.
That's what's the other rumor was this year at San Diego Comic-Con. There's a possibility. It's not rumor. It's not confirmed. It's just rumor. But they actually might get a small clip of Daredevil Born Again. Because they've been filming it for the past few months, and we've seen all of these photo set leaks. And so they probably got at least a good 5-minute clip they could show if they wanted to.
And that would.
Oh my god!
Yeah, this would be the year. This would be the year that we had to miss that we can't
Yeah.
But
It's okay. Next year is going to be just as amazing.
this is true.
Facts.
Knowing
Facts.
Marvel.
Long as they're still putting out stuff every year, that they're going to be at Hall H, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
I just want them to make sure they start showing back up at Hall H every year and not be in that weird lull where they were gone for 2 or 3 years, wasn't it? Like when COVID did. Yeah.
Ever since I met Charlie Cox, it's just like, man, I want to be a part of something with him in history again.
Yeah, dude, that's epic photo. Deontay's in the middle with Charlie Cox on his one side and Vincent D'Onofrio on his other. Yeah.
I am so jealous right now. I didn't know that happened, and I hate you for it, but I love for you.
Trust me, I cried. I cried after that day for sure.
I'd cry every single time I looked at that photo.
Yeah.
You have to send that to her once we get off here and get done with that. Like it's a great picture for real.
Yeah, I just sat in the bathroom and just tears running down my face. It was just like, oh, I met my fucking hero.
And you said like they were both hilarious to watch the panel they were on stage too, weren't they?
Yeah, I could not believe Vincent was as funny as he was, and he was just letting Charlie have it. Like they've been friends their whole life, and they even got in a couple shots. For real, and he doesn't smile. He doesn't smile at all. He's just like just a big ass dude towering over you.
Oh my god,
he is a big dude for real.
He gets on stage cussing and talking about alcohol like it's nothing. It's crazy.
We have I think we have most of our Marvel stuff talked about. I think we got a couple more things at the end. But that being said, let's pull up the Marvel slate where we're at on TV shows and movies right now. So here's the TV show. This is current right now, like as of this week, the dates of what's came out and what's coming out. Then on movies, there's what we got. So we have a lot of spaces. I feel like that what they're going to fill. I feel like they're going to fill and maybe extend this timeline. I don't think they're going to worry about extending the timeline too much past Secret Wars, just for a simple fact that I think they want us to focus on Secret Wars and not get too ahead of ourselves, which we know is probably X-Men and Mutants coming pretty hot and heavy. But I feel like there's a lot of gaps in there that we're going to get filled in come San Diego Comic-Con. It'd be nice to have that movie timeline filled out a little bit more.
Maybe with the Ghost Rider. We never know.
Right, exactly. Oh, but let's see what else we got on the list. Oh, we got the Alien Romulus movie coming out.
Yeah.
Gay Alien fans in the house? I feel
yes.
like Taylor.
Yeah.
No more.
There's a great picture. That's my favorite picture from the trailer. But it looks great. Like I've always liked the Predator and Alien movies growing up. I was a big Predator fan, but I've always watched them as Aliens came out, and this looks good. It looks great. And with today's CGI and technology we have, like it just seems that much more real.
Man, just watch people get ripped to shreds. That's how you know you're going to grow up a toxic adult, because you grow up enjoying that as a kid. Like, oh yeah, rip them to shreds with that futuristic bomb.
Right. But I forgot when the date that was supposed to come out. I should have wrote that down. But it's coming out here soon, though, isn't it? I mean,
it comes out August 16th.
There we go. Nice.
Yeah. So I'm excited for it, especially because it's supposed to be taking place between Alien and Aliens. So like right in between there. Have we is Sigourney Weaver confirmed to be in it, or is she
I don't know. I haven't read that.
I haven't read it either, but I'm wondering if we're gonna get a CGI type Sigourney Weaver, especially because of where we are in that timeline. So I would be interested to see that. But regardless, or maybe even in flashbacks from the other movies, and they just cut it into the movie. Just touch it up graphically. But I don't know, man. I'm excited.
Yeah. I mean, with the de-aging technology they have, they could easily do something with her if they want. Just don't let it be the same people that de-aged Luke Skywalker and Mandalorian. Let it be one of those others.
Oh man. Oh man.
God.
Yeah.
Didn't they de-age Harrison Ford too? In I think it was in one of the Raiders of the Lost Ark. What is that? Indiana Jones movies.
Oh. Yeah, they did. I forgot about that.
This,
Yeah.
yeah.
The age of technology.
Yeah, they did like a flashback scene, and they couldn't like just pull from an old movie, so they just fudged him up. It's like,
Yep. And the age of technology is a very hit and miss thing right now.
mhm.
Like some of it you see is like, dang, that's actually pretty good, and then some of it just scares the shit out of you.
Mhm.
Like, knock it off. Knock it off.
Don't do that.
So speaking actually of our next thing is it's actually playing right now. I think. Well, I guess it's probably off by now. Came on 8 p.m. tonight. The Alkalite. Have y'all been keeping up with that?
Oh yeah, season finale
Yeah.
is tonight.
Yeah. Season finale is tonight. I'm so hit and miss with this show. Like there's parts about it I love, and then there's a lot of parts about it I'm like, what are y'all doing? Or why did y'all do that? Or who didn't do their homework?
It's,
And there's some things like I mean that happens sometimes, and some things can be overlooked. But then I'm torn. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even sure how to rate this show. A lot of it's gonna come down to how this season finale is. I watched tonight, but what y'all's thoughts and opinions on it?
I haven't watched it, so
You haven't?
no. I kind of gave up on Star Wars.
A lot of people have.
I love Star Wars. I got a stormtrooper tattoo on my ankle. Like I love Star Wars,
Mhm.
but I don't know, man. Like the stuff that's been recently coming out just isn't for me, and
Yeah.
I've just kind of given up at this point. I'll see it when I see it, and if I don't see it, it's probably not going to be tears in my eyes. So
This is one of the lesser ones. Like you get probably get one of the coolest, biggest lightsaber battles in the middle of the woods. That's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. A lot of people are making fun of the helmet of Kramer, but I actually like the helmet. It won't release for like another year from now. But
he's waiting to get it.
being the helmet collector I am, I've got it on hold. Like my name's already in the pot.
It's like I'm ready for this. Drop it.
Yeah, but there's a lot of inconsistencies in it. I don't know. I feel like it needed to be overshadowed by someone who kept up with the Star Wars knowledge and canon, kept everything canon, and kind of had an overseer to make sure things stayed in line. It would prevent a lot of this hate that it's getting right now. So it's all
Honestly, so it all started way back in the day when they had all these announcements about Skeleton Crew, Andor, and all these different shows that they were planning. And the way that they described the Acolyte was it's going to be a show that's all about Sith Lords. And when we finally get the first advertisement, and there's nothing to do with fucking Sith Lords. And when we finally get one Sith, it's just one Sith. And this is like High Republic era Star Wars. One Sith by himself, no brotherhood, no master for him revealed yet.
Right.
And then he's seeking out his first pupil. And it's just like, okay, that's even if the season finale did that, that's still 3 Sith Lords.
And so far he's not even claiming to be Sith. Like he's not even saying the word Sith. He's just like, oh, I'm a Jedi. I decided to go my own way type thing. And I'm like,
yeah.
Huh.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah. It's like, is he going to adopt the name Darth at the end of this season 1? I'm hoping he does something that redeems that quality.
I hope.
Yeah.
And then you got Torben too. So mind you, Torben in the flashbacks is a Padawan. Okay, we all know how long it takes for someone to become a Jedi Master. So then the flashbacks are from 16 years ago. Well, 16 years later, he's been floating in space, or not in space. He's been floating like in a coma type thing for 10 years, and he's a Jedi Master. So that means in 6 years, he became a Padawan from a Jedi Master in 6 years. I've never heard of a Padawan becoming a Jedi Master in like 6 years.
But
he was so easy to kill off.
Ever. Yeah. And I don't know. And like, I don't know. And you got Kiadi Bundy, who, in episode 1, Phantom Menace, was in with the Jedi Council. He was like 96 years old. This movie takes 150 years ago, I think. And he's in this. And so like that don't make sense. But then, okay, we overlooked the age mess up. Then he says in Phantom Menace, oh, the Sith have been dead for a millennia or extinct for a millennia. Well, 150 years ago, you know about one running around right now killing people. So what? Like what? Like there's so many inconsistencies. It's a little aggravating.
Yeah, the writers didn't give a shit about this story at all. They had a point to prove with certain aspects of it. Like the Jedi aren't like always the good guys, and I don't know. I don't know how you could paint the Jedi as bad guys. They're like the middle ground as far as the Star Wars goes, between the Republic and like the people of the Federation that they always fell out with. But this TV series just got a little too weird for me.
Yeah.
Watching Khmer body like 8 or 9 Jedi in one fight, and like half of those people are like all-star celebrities, and I didn't know what to think. I enjoyed the fight, but like just one Sith Lord took out all those
quick
knights and masters and
Yeah.
Padawans too, but he all by himself. So who the fuck trained him? Who trained him?
Yeah, for sure. And then you got the the bath scene
Oh,
where he's like he's shirtless, goes down into the pond, and like leaves his lightsaber there. You know, obviously he had a point to prove. You know, he thinks he can get through to her, but then he's like, he walks in. He turns around. They have a little conversation, and then he's like, "Well, if you're not going to join me, I'll get out." I'm like, "Bro, what'd you even get in there for? Like, you're like in and out in like 3 minutes. Like, and it was like you did it on purpose to see if you could get her in there with you, and that's the only reason you did it." I'm like,
That's cringy.
yeah, no, it is for real.
You guys like, think thirst trapping is a good place for Star Wars?
I don't get it. And like, here's the thing, like you said, Jedi have always been kind of middle ground, more peacekeepers or whatever. And you have this Sith, which are, you know, your bad ones. Why mess with that storyline? Like, why try to make Jedi maybe seem a little bad, or, you know, like, not everything has to be great nowadays. And sometimes, you know, just having a story where you get the good and the bad, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. You don't have to overcomplicate certain things. Just explore this universe. Give us more of this universe that we want. Stick, like me and you talked about, Deontay, the other day. Read the books. Stick to your books and put those on screen, and you'll have the fans make you all kinds of money. But by y'all trying to create narratives that never existed, that don't make sense, you're just hurting the franchise. You're just hurting the franchise.
Yeah, they're running that shit right into the ground, and it's just like, for what? Like, you to stroke your ego? What the fuck's going on?
Right. Yep.
I will give him points for that Wookiee fight though, because like seeing Kill Naka take on
Torben.
There's a Wookiee fight. All right, I need to Google that and just like watch that.
No, that is worth watching.
Yeah.
The Wookiee actually gets mind controlled and fights. It's a Jedi Wookiee against other Jedi.
Oh, and when I tell you, he threw motherfuckers around. I was like, God damn.
For real, yeah. That was pretty sick. What was crazy though was, like, you know, he grabbed his face and scarred it up, but then when you do the close up of the thumb, it's like it looks like just like our thumb. It's not sharp at all. There's no claw or no nothing. I'm like, how did he claw his face up while ago like that then?
It's like, where the fuck did this come from?
Yeah. I think that's just something they're like, oh crap, we forgot to glue a prosthetic claw on his thumb. But oh well.
I might have to watch that scene over again and see what the hell went down.
Yeah.
He was going to break those Jedi. I was like, damn.
Yeah. For sure. Let's see. Next on the list we've got so we have Watchmen. The Watchmen is coming out with the animated 2-part movie series. First part's going to be later in 2024. And then 2025 will be part 2. I'm not sure if y'all are big Watchmen fans or anything like that. There's a picture of the comedian right there. But I don't know. Watchmen movie, I wasn't a big fan of when it came out. I was like, oh, to me, I think it had a lot to do with my age at the time. But then also, because I can watch it now and appreciate it a little bit more. But then also, I don't know. I'm like, why do these characters when they're all washed up and tired, and not like give them to them in our prime? Now, I did watch the Watchmen series on Max. I think that was live action, and that was pretty good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very complicated comic book series. I that's what got me into Watchmen was the comics and some of my favorite characters from the show: Doctor Manhattan, Ozymandias, the world's smartest man, and you get to beat Rorschach as well, which is like their universes. Well, you can call him sort of like Batman, but they also have Owl, Night Owl.
Yeah.
He's kind of like Batman too, but dude, the all-star crew of superheroes. Zack Snyder did the live-action movie in the early 2000s. It's probably like one of his best films, bar none. The rest of
I
his
did love
movies-
Rorschach in the movie. Rorschach and the comedian, but they killed the comedian right off the front, which was Jeffrey Dean Morgan, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. And then you got Rorschach, who was played by Jackie Earl Haley, which played the new Freddy Krueger in the newest the Freddy Krueger movie or whatever. I'm trying to think of what else he's been in. He's a pretty good actor too. He was also the cattle farmer in that series Preacher that was on AMC. I don't know if y'all watched that. That was a comic book where the preacher got possessed by a supernatural being, and he thought it was God, but it wasn't God. And he had the power to like control people and all kinds of stuff. Like if y'all haven't watched Preacher, like it's on AMC if you have AMC or AMC on Prime or whatever. It's good. The guy that plays he plays the young Howard Stark. He's the main guy.
Okay.
Yeah. He's also an Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I don't know if y'all seen that. He's the one that helps Abraham Lincoln, but he's a phenomenal actor. And the movie Preacher, like it's wild. Like it is wild.
Yeah.
Like there's some things you see in there like, oh wow, that's gross. Like might have to look away. Like it's pretty crazy. I think Seth Rogen produced that or directed it or something. I can't remember.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting actually, because like he's usually does like comedy movies, so that's pretty interesting.
Well, I mean, there's comedy in it, but there's a lot of gore, in it too.
Yeah, if you're into like darker themed adult comic books, The Watchmen is definitely a good read. There's a lot of naughty things that kids cannot get their hands on in this book.
I was like watching this trailer and it immediately gave me like Invincible vibes. I don't know if you guys like watch that.
Okay.
So that definitely like I was like watching it and I was like, wow, like I'm interested to see what they do with this because it really does have Invincible vibes. I didn't ever watch like the movie. I watched pieces of the series because like my husband watched it and I like tuned in and out of it because I was like on my phone, just like not really paying attention. I'm gonna be honest. But like I'm interested to see what they do with it. And to actually like pay attention, I guess, to one. I did see that like Adam Driver was supposed to be voicing one of the characters too.
Nice.
So that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I'll definitely be watching this. I got to do my research a little bit more on like what storylines they're using and who's all in the cast. But Watchmen is definitely a good franchise to invest in. As far as Invincible goes, Invincible was a great comic book. They kind of left out a lot of like half of the freaky adult stuff. Like like the characters are banging in Invincible, but they don't show nothing. But for the Watchmen, a whole nother ball game because they show that shit in the comics and the live action. So there's no telling how the animated series is going to go.
Yeah, they did say that it was R-rated for some graphic nudity. I did see that.
Yeah.
I was like,
like
some
people getting
cartoon
stuff
titties,
up the
I guess.
ass. Yeah.
Well, then you got Dr. Manhattan walking around with a giant naked blue man.
Like his balls is in my face. Sir, can you put those away, please?
Try to pay attention to the story here. Oh man. So we also in the DC realm have a lot of set pictures leak out of the Superman set, which I think were like a few days less than a year from its release. I'll show some of these photos. I'm not sure how I feel about some of these, but so here's Clark Kent with that hair. Look at that. Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but this is modern day, surely. So yeah, okay.
A whole ass Jonas brother.
Do you think it's a wig that when he takes off his glasses, he also takes off his hair?
Oh,
And that way
I
he
don't
really
know.
is like Clark Kent. Like you
I don't
can't
know.
tell.
he's wearing a weave.
There's another picture, and the suit. I don't know. Well, these are not finished pictures or nothing like that. There's a lot that they can do. There's he also gets arrested. Let's see, right there, he's getting arrested by the military,
Mm.
which I don't know.
Seen that before.
Yeah,
Remember
but
when they did that to Henry?
yeah. So I don't know. Guy's definitely a lot smaller than the Supermans we've had in the past. Uh, facial wise, he looks very similar to he kind of looks like a younger version of Henry Cavill, I think.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot. I mean, James Gunn, it could go either way. So,
Yeah,
but
watching the trailer, I was just like, yeah, it's another Superman movie. Like, how many more are we gonna make? Kind of thing. I don't know.
I would be
yeah,
all for this movie if it wasn't for this dude's balls bulging out of his red bottoms. Like, bro, come on. I don't want to see this the
uh,
entire movie,
yeah,
bro.
we've had a
Like,
Superman with no red bottoms for quite a while now, and then boom, the underoos are back.
yeah, this shit's just like, bro, like put that shit away, man. I'm here for a Superman movie. For
How do
fuck's
y'all
sake.
feel?
They need one of those like black bars from like Spy Kids to just.
How do y'all feel about the new S logo?
Not bad.
It's not awful. I mean, it's a little different than looking like a normal Superman S, but it's not awful.
Mhm.
I can live with that. I can't live with balls in my face. I can't.
I don't know if The Watchmen is the movie for you then. Like,
Woo! I've seen his balls too much too. I wish they'd stop. Superhero balls is just ain't it, man. I'm all up in the camera, just like you need me to zoom in on that. No, I'm trying to eat a good meal while I'm watching this show.
Which
This is gross.
we've gotten, we got pictures like this before the boys ever debuted, and we've seen pictures of Homelander, and they do not look like Homelander looks like when we see him on screen now. So it could look completely better once we actually see the finished project of their filming and stuff. Because we've seen Homelander with dark hair and like kind of a loose fitting suit at different times in photos before the first season of the boys came out. We're like, oh god, people were like talking so much trash on it, and then it came out and they're like, oh god, he looks great. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping this is one of those scenarios where once the finished product's done, we're like, oh, okay, this works.
yeah.
Anthony Starr is a completely different person outside of that Homelander character and the look. Like he has to dye his hair. He has to put on like quite a bit of makeup to get the Homelander face going.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Like a whole nother person, Anthony Starr.
yeah, for sure. You're like, oh,
Damn good actor though. Damn
oh,
good.
dude, for real. I'm ready to see Anthony Starr in a lot more things besides the boys, like villain wise. I want to see him as some more great villains or something.
Reverse Flash, please.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. I think that would be the
Mhm.
perfect Reverse Flash.
Phase his hands through somebody's ass and just.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The visuals.
Let's see. Also in the DC world, the next Robert Pattinson installment of the Batman, that story of the Batman, is the Penguin that's set to release in September, come out of Max, which Colin
Mhm.
Farrell's reprising his role, which I think he plays a great Penguin. I love his Penguin, I do. But this is supposed to take place, I think, just a few days after that movie ends, the Batman Part 1.
Mm.
So, yep.
Yeah,
I will
it's,
definitely be watching it.
mhm.
Yeah, the Batman whole like DC portion of
Mhm.
the or Batman's pretty much like the only thing that I really pay attention to in DC, and the Gotham TV show. I love that. I love Penguin in that, and then knowing that they were going to come out with this, like I was like excited, and knowing it's going to be on Max, and I have Max. I'm like, I'm going to be watching it.
Right.
It makes you think because this is Matt Reeves. This is still a part of Matt Reeves' universe, so that
Right.
means we get to see like the casting for future
Mm-hmm.
Robert Pattinson villains in this movie if we get cameos.
We
So
will. They'll stick some in there.
yeah, because we already got a confirmed Joker and Riddler, so now
Mhm.
we got a confirmed Penguin. We'll probably potentially meet Black Mask in this TV series, theoretically speaking. And I think we might even meet like Two-Face. I would love to meet Two-Face.
You think we'll get a Catwoman cameo in this?
That would be dope.
Maybe. I would love to see Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. Yep.
That's one that I would love to see, yeah. Or Fish Mooney, especially because like it's the Penguin, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be much though for them to pull Zoe Kravitz and throw her in an episode. I think that'd be cool, and it just gives that more of that tie-in to make sure you still get that Matt Reeves feel from the first Batman movie. So
yeah, because it makes you wonder what they're going to do with Robert Pattinson. Is like, is he going to show up in the Penguin show or what?
You think he will? I don't know if they would. I mean, like, I don't know. It makes you wonder. Maybe toward the end, like the end of the last episode.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Perfect spice.
For sure. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I don't know if y'all keep up with the Harley Quinn animated series, but season 5 is coming out in a few more months. That was just finally announced by the creator that they're bringing out another season of that. It's a pretty wild animated series. Like, I can take it in tolerations. Like, her voice gets on my nerves really quick. So like I can watch like 3 or 4 episodes and I need to take a break for a month. But the series is good. Like, I love the animated series. Have y'all watched any of that?
Nope.
No, it's on Max. You should watch it. Like, it's worth watching. And you may be able to handle her voice a little bit more than I can. But it's funny. It's funny. It's great. Like, I'm glad it's being such a successful series.
Yeah, it's an insane amount of hype around it, and they got a spinoff now for Kite Man that was a character in that show too. So I'm interested in seeing both.
Yeah, I think it's called literally this called Hell Yeah Kite Man, or Hell Yeah I'm Kite Man, or something like that.
Yeah. I was like, damn. Okay, DC's not doing too bad in the animated world.
Yeah, well, their animation's always been their stronger suit. Not so much their live action.
God damn.
But maybe James Gunn will save them and turn them around. We'll see.
Please.
We'll see. So The Boys season 4.
Yes.
Late season.
Yes. Oh man. It's so great. I'm excited to see what they do with like Butcher, to see like, all right, so he took the V and now he's like having some side effects of it and we don't really know what's going on. He's got that weird like worm, and then now he's seeing like 2 different people, and oh my god, I'm loving it. I want to see Starlight like flip and like completely like go all out. So I'm excited to see that. And then this last episode, we were all caught up, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so to see like the shapeshifter as Starlight, and I was just like, oh my god.
I guess I should have thought. I guess like looking back now, I should have seen that coming. But like I was just so caught up in watching, I didn't even think twice about it. And then when it showed that, I was like, oh my god.
As soon as she started opening up the safe, I was like, that's the shapeshifter. It's just
yeah.
And then like
Huey was having the time of his life with that shapeshifter.
Yeah, he was.
Oh man, and I love the little Deadpool reference we kind of got with Kimiko, where her leg got chopped off, and there's like a real quick scene where you see a little baby leg. Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing.
I love her. She's probably one of my favorite on there.
She's incredible.
Yeah.
Which I love Carl Urban too. I'm not gonna lie, but did y'all see it coming? Like I've not read the comics or nothing, so but I didn't see Jeffrey Dean Morgan end up being like a devil's type on his shoulder that he's hallucinating and seeing.
My husband actually guessed it. So as soon as like he saw it and he's like, he can't see them. Like he's the only one that can see him in his brain. And I was just like, no, ain't no way. And then like he said something and like nobody responded to him, and I was like, shit, you were right.
Yeah.
I love how
he was tripping when he saw Rebecca, but it was just like the other dude. He had to been like actually in the CIA with him. They played it so good. Mm-hmm. Like, he's just been in the room with him the whole time.
Yeah, that was well played. I enjoyed that. And like to me, Jeffrey Dean Morgan is one of those like if he's his character, he's whatever character I can't get enough of him.
Yeah.
Ever since he played Negan, like I've liked him in other stuff before that, but man, when he portrayed Negan, that just did it for me. I'm like, this dude is badass. I love this guy.
That's a bad motherfucker. He was about to be our Thomas Wayne at some point too.
Yep.
All I can remember, the first time that I saw him was in Supernatural as the dad. So
Yeah.
that's
Oh yeah. Right. How about that?
too. Yeah.
Well, and it's crazy too because we're supposed to be getting Jared Padalecki in the next season, so we'll have almost kind of like a Supernatural. All of them has been in this.
I'm so excited. Just throw me some Cassiel, and I'll be okay.
Oh man, but yeah, it's crazy that we have one more episode left of The Boys, I think.
I think so.
Yep. So that'd be season finale. It's this Sunday, right?
Are they on
Thursday?
Yeah.
It is Thursday. You're right. It is Thursday.
Yeah, House of Dragon is on every Sunday, and
right.
that is a good show too. So
I need to get caught up on that. It's all over my social media feed like every day.
Yeah, my friends are trying to spoil it, so I stay off of Facebook until I watch it.
I won't say anything. I promise. I'm all caught up, but I'm not going to say anything.
I'm caught up now too.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Okay,
yeah. That's like if I would have logged into Facebook right now, somebody would have been like, "Guess what happened this Sunday?" Like, fuck you.
Usually on Thursday nights, like AD and I will watch The Boys, and then we'll watch House of Dragon. But like after that last episode of House of Dragon, we were like, I think it was on Monday. We were like, we got to watch it now. Like we got to see what's going on. So yeah.
So on The Boys, do y'all think so? Like Butcher's supposedly supposed to be on the realm of death, right? Because he did so much of that to MV. But do you think he's? What do you think? Do you think he's actually dying, or do you think whatever's inside of him is going to keep him alive, and he's going to have like some transformation or something? Or do you think like he'll have some transformation, and like that giant transformation is what's going to kill him while he does like one last big thing? Or what's your predictions on this?
Man,
Deandre, you can go first.
I honestly haven't read the source material for this. But
they're not going off the source material from what I hear this last season. Like they went way off of it, so like nobody knows what's going on.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's probably why all the bitching and moaning for Frenchie has been about. But fuck it, it's still good storytelling. Anybody that disagrees can kiss my ass.
Exactly.
Billy Butcher, Homelander killed me wife. I feel like that would be his final words when he goes out and takes Homelander with him.
Yeah,
that's the scenario.
You think they'll take each other out?
Probably.
The man deserves to take him out after all these years, these seasons, and what's just been going on. Like he better, like they better end it to where he gets to take him out, even if he dies right after.
I think that him stepping on that rabbit that also had that like worm, I think that is like that has something to do with how he's going to die, because I do think he is going to die. I just don't know how and when.
Ooh, you think that like a bigger version of what happened to that rabbit is going to happen to him?
Yeah, kind of like the alien like busting out of his chest.
Right.
Like it's gonna be like something coming out of him, but it might have like his like intelligence still in it, maybe. Like maybe we'll see him just like kind of transform, like you said, into something else.
That'd be wild. Oh, the show's wild. You never know where they're going to go.
Yeah, because I imagine they're not going to kill off Carl Urban, so he's going to be back for the 5th and final season. You just don't know, like, how hard are they going to stall him out for this season?
Yeah. How crazy was that with Tech Knight?
Yeah. Oh god.
Yo, when he started flying, I lost my shit. I was like, "What the fuck? This man can fly now." Not only does he, okay.
Well, not my favorite thing.
No. I'm thinking of the Black Noir.
Black Noir, yeah.
Oh, Black Noir, yeah. Well, that's not the original Black Noir, so
yeah, right.
Yeah. But no, Tech Knight down in the basement of his house when they had the party. But
Yep.
I love how Web Weaver's safe word was Zendaya.
Oh man.
What's the one thing you love? Say it. Say it.
Oh, that couldn't have been more epic for that being a safe word.
Yeah, they decided to torture his ass, and he enjoyed getting tortured. So Kimiko stabbing him in the leg, and he's like, "Oh yes."
I think he froze up, Deontay, on my end.
Yeah, his video's frozen.
Yeah, I'm getting the same for like y'all's your squares too. Like I see. Oh.
Oh
Huh.
no.
I'm seeing hers move and mine
Yeah,
move,
I'm
but yours is
seeing.
frozen.
Okay, I
Weird.
don't know if the website just updated or what, but now I can see y'all, and my screen is black.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Can you exit in and exit back out? Out and in?
let's see. Let me try it.
He did
Oh
have a
no.
good look on his face, though.
Hey.
I'll wait till he pops back in. If I go straighten it up, he'll do it again when he pops back in.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh.
Nope. Now it
Oh, you
shows you
got.
black.
It's just a black screen.
What the hell is going on? Oh man. Let me see if I can do this.
Well, this
Is
has been
that
great.
the word?
Yeah.
Man, StreamYard just doesn't want to cooperate anymore.
It does not. StreamYard said, going to get you today.
You gonna learn today.
At least we're not live. So
It's true. It's true. Hey, there he is. All right. You're back.
hey.
Slightly pixelated, but we got you.
He's
Well.
muted. He said, "Oh shit."
I can read those lips.
Oh shit.
All right, we're good.
Nope, we're good. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, Boys season 4, man, it's just been so wild. But like once again, they brought it this season. It's been great. It's been epic. Oh man, I'm not ready for it to end. Like I'm not ready
No.
for a couple of days, and it's gonna be however long we gotta wait again. What, probably a year? You think?
I'm hoping so because they've already talked about the production stage and having Jared be a part of the team for sure. And now we just need release dates for everything.
So
Are we
they
gonna
kind of.
get another Gen V before that though?
I would like to have another one.
I don't know. I'm really shocked we have not came across a cameo yet, which we may toward the end of this next episode, of seeing them like locked up in the Vought Tower somewhere. Because we know, like, we've seen that room that Maeve was, locked in again with Webweaver. So I could almost guarantee you, like, those kids from Gen V are locked up in something similar to that in Vought Tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've had to make several references to him, and Carl had to look for the scientist that was from Gen V and torture him into making another virus to kill Homelander. And then they had the reference of Victoria Newman, and she made a lot of cameos in Gen V too. Yep. Actually, now that I think about it, what's the name of the blonde girl that could erase people's memories from Gen V?
I don't know, but she was wild.
Yeah, she showed up, and the kid that was a little different. I'm not sure what his situation was, but he was super strong and from Gen V, and he could just tear people apart.
Yeah. I thought they've done a lot of good cross referencing in this season with them to remind us and keep us, like, let us know that, like, this definitely tied in and looped very well. But we were also supposed to be getting that spinoff taking place in Mexico as well. A spinoff that's taking place in Mexico. I can't remember what it's going to be called, but it's also a spinoff of The Boys. Because
I got time for that.
Season 5 of The Boys, once it comes out, it's done. So I think they're going to continue these spinoffs and kind of go from there on the franchise. But so speaking of The Boys, kind of wrap that part up. Which of these two do you think, if you had to pick two, guess two, are going to die at the end of the season? Which two would you say?
A-Train 100%.
A-Train for sure.
I don't want that.
Nobody wants it, but we think it's going to happen.
like A-Train, like I've hated until this season, and like I never thought I'd say this, but I really like the guy now, and I don't want him to go. So I love his redemption story. Like I just love his turn.
It's incredible, man. And the first Black Noir was on his path of redemption too before Homelander killed him. And I was like, man, you racist son of a bitch. All jokes aside, Homelander is kind of a fucked up person, but man, he's already taken out two of the coolest characters from the beat or the seven.
I think Ashley's going to die this season. I think she'll die. I think she's had her run. We've all had our funny moments with her and stuff, but I think her character's kind of getting worn out. As in like the second one, I don't know. I'd like to see Firecracker dead.
Yeah, that's actually what I'm thinking. I think that she's gonna say something, and it's gonna set Homelander off just because she's got like the breast milk and everything. Like he's not like into it anymore, as we can see in this last episode.
I feel like if they have something that has to do with the virus, Firecracker sacrifices herself to protect Homelander, and then that just makes Homelander hate them even more. He was like, that's my titty milk, and he's just like,
okay, yeah. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. I hope it's a banger of a last episode. I really do.
It will be. Yeah.
See what else we have. Thunderbolts synopsis was recently leaked. So I think it's Yelena and anyways, some of those Thunderbolt crews, not all of them are together yet, but they get sent by Val to actually go on this mission to supposedly go in this deep vault and rescue someone out. And it's Sentry. And with that being said, I think like Val ends up, they find out she like double crosses them, and so they actually get like a couple more people to make their Thunderbolts, and they turn on her. And supposedly, that's supposedly the rumored synopsis leak, which makes sense because we do know we're getting Sentry in it. Thunderbolts, I'm pretty excited about. Like I love most of the cast that they have set up as Thunderbolts. I think it's going to be hilarious, but at the same time, I think around like great action scenes. I wonder though if like because they always leave us out of not letting us know everything, but when they give us that picture of the Thunderbolts right here, I think the Red Hulk should be in the center back behind them. I would love to see the Red Hulk back behind them, and or Abomination, one of the two. But I don't know. All these characters like besides freaking not my Cap. U.S. agent that's the only one I cannot stand in that group, man. Oh my god,
man!
Like, Wyatt Russell plays such a good character playing him because he literally just made me want to throw up every time I see him on screen. And like I know you're supposed to hate that character, but I hate that character. God.
Man, does not deserve the mantle of Captain America.
No, and just everything way he holds himself, walks, talks, everything in Falcon Winter Soldier. Nah. Like it made me want to go through that TV screen.
God, man. I'm excited for the movie too, though. It's like, if we don't get Abomination, we can definitely rock with Thunderbolt Ross because it is his organization. I've also heard like fan theories where they might be rescuing at some point Doctor Doom because that's actually a storyline for Thunderbolts that they have to. He's imprisoned by. Who was the witch? Morgan Le Fay, and they rescue him from Morgan Le Fay. So that could be a potential mix in with this movie. That'd be dope.
That'd be wild bringing Doom that way. Huh.
Yeah.
That is wild. Is he still playing? Is it Steven Yeun still playing Sentry?
He actually stepped away because he had a movie filmed right on top of.
That's right. He was, and he stepped away. I can't remember the current actor's name now that's actually playing him, but he's kind of like almost like a version of their Superman, isn't he?
He's psychotic as hell for sure.
Yeah. I know he has like a psychological issue, but like his powers and stuff, isn't it like similar to Superman's? Like he can fly. I think he's got like laser vision. He's real strong, real fast.
Yeah, I know on a power scale, he is like 100 Supermans because he's like ridiculously powerful in the Marvel universe.
Gotcha.
I think the only character that can like whoop him 1v1 is Blue Marvel.
Uh-huh.
And so it's going to be really interesting to see how they explain that, because he's actually broken as hell, and in order for all the Thunderbolts to defeat him, they got to do this, that. So that could make the whole movie itself.
Yeah, and they're filming that. If I'm not mistaken, they're in the middle of filming that right now, aren't they?
I believe
'Cause
so.
I seen some like on shoot, person that plays Yelena Belova. Wow, I really like her too, and I could tell you her name any other day. But anyways, she on her Instagram, she's been doing like some behind the scenes footage. She's been supposedly leaked, but we know they allowed her to do it of different sets they're filming on. And yeah, I've been super ever since they announced that. I think they announced that last San Diego Comic Con, didn't they? So when they announced the lineup, or maybe it was a couple years ago they announced it.
I think so. It was probably 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
Now that I think about the name, Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh.
Pugh. Yeah.
Yep. That's who it is. But yeah, she's once been showing some behind the scenes footage, and she's been acting like she's been secretly doing it. But we know she got the okay from Papa Feige. So.
There's no way that she was able to do that without it.
No, not at all. Not at all. But yeah, super excited. I think it's gonna be fun. I know a lot of people compare that to like DC's Suicide Squad, but I can tell you right now, it's probably gonna put Suicide Squad to shame. It'll be way better. So.
Yeah, I'm counting on that. Yeah, I'm definitely.
So, isn't Yelena like supposed to be like the new Black Widow?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what she's playing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm really excited to actually see that. Like,
Which speaking of which, we're getting supposedly she's listed as an older Black Widow in the Captain America 4. We see her. She's in the comic books. Her character was a Jewish superhero with powers, but they're listing her name as a old Black Widow now, and she's like working there in government. She's actually the one that we see looking up. She don't look scared, but then you see like a giant Hulk-sized arm that she's like looking up at, and she's looks like she's running with another government person that's from Wakanda too in another scene of Captain America. So, yep.
I'm gonna have to look into this.
Yeah. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, so you said Destiny?
Yes.
Episode
yes.
Act 2.
I am a huge Destiny nerd. If none of you know this by now, I main Warlock. There are 3 different subclasses, but really, what I wanted to talk about today is that Act 2 just released today, and I actually got to play a couple of hours before we actually went live. So there's a new rocket sidearm, and it's super dope. It's called Aberrant Action. So for that, it's just like a really dope rocket sidearm that we've had, our arc one, and we've had the strand one. So now we finally get that solar one. And Blake, I'm pretty sure I sent you the photo of that one if we can get it pulled up. Yeah, so here it is. So here you can see it with incandescent and I think it's heel clip is what it's called, but like super excited about it. I used it a little bit. It's really cool because right now you can see that the sights are sheathed, but as soon as you look down the sights, the little top like opens up. Super rad, super cool.
So pretty.
About it. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the Wyrens. So with the new act release, so we had so these are the Wyrens. So we had a new couple of battlegrounds come out. So you have 2 really big, hard yellow Wyrens that are now in this battleground. They're super buff, and they will kill you in an instant. So like make sure you look out for those. So the Witness. Now we know that at the end of Act 1, we finally killed the Witness, right? So he's dead, but now there's that big power for who's going to take over. He's got like the really cool like head thing, and we've been like trying to fight him for all of this time, and we finally defeated him. So now we got to figure out who's going to take over. So my guess for where I think this is going to go, I think Savathun's going to take over. And she's like the big giant moth looking lady, if you guys have never seen her. But super OP. She used to, she kind of was like fighting with us for a while to kind of like get like back into power. But now that the witness really is dead, I think that she's going to be the one that's going to go ahead and take over. But those are my thoughts on Destiny.
Nice.
We met Savathun like in the earlier DLCs, right? Of Destiny 2. Okay,
Yeah.
I think I remember how
The
she
Witch
looked.
Queen, yeah.
Yeah, she was terrifying. Her
Oh
and
my
the
God.
freaking hive. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So with this new expansion in the final shape, you got to play with her because she was on the good side. Yeah, really cool. So we got to play with her, but now that the witness is dead, there's all of these big, powerful like overlords that are now trying to fight for who's going to be the top dog, as one does, right? For every good, there's got to be a bad. So there's that mixture of like, what are we going to expect to see next? And that's my guess.
Yeah, because
You
when
get
I
into
left,
Destiny.
when I left Destiny 2, there was all these different alien races. That was from day one of Destiny, and then you get introduced to these new ones like the Veil, I believe, that you end up meeting in future DLCs, and then
Yes.
I think we met Taken for the first time in Destiny 2, and there was like a couple DLCs where you had to do raids to help take down Taken bosses, and
Yeah.
those are some really good times. I think the last DLC I had before I retired from I retired from gaming in general, and Destiny 2 was the final game I played before I got out of it, and it was the one with Osiris, I believe, was my last DLC.
Lightfall.
I think so.
Was that it was like the last one that like just came out before this one came out? Because in Lightfall he or it might have been Witch Queen was the one. I don't remember. It was one of the two. But Osiris had like a big part in both of them, and in the final shape you get to see Saint 14, who's his lover, right? His like soulmate is now like the main thing of like he's fucked up, so something's going on there. And
I just met like Saint 14 like back in like 2019 or 2020, I believe. It was that DLC where all the Vex were on like Uranus or something like that.
Oh yeah, that was Witch Queen. Or it might have been Beyond Light. Shoot. It's been a while. But I think that was Witch Queen that had like Osiris.
Because it was back with like the height of Gambit when they had Gambit Prime and all those game modes, and then it was like not that long after Cade 6 died. It was just a couple of DLCs after that. They had the Scourge of the Past raid, and a couple other like really classic ones that they brought back.
Yeah. I think that like the last DLC that you played was Witch Queen, because back in 2020, that was kind of like when it came out, 2021-ish time frame. Yeah, because I was in Korea at that time, and that was all I was playing.
Man, Destiny was the truth. I felt actually no. I think I retired at the moon when we finally went back to the moon. That's when I retired.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That was the Scarlet Keep and everything with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They had those like super nightfalls, and they introduced the champions and stuff. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yep. It's gotten real.
They got a whole new power set now.
They got two.
Two. Oh my Jesus Christ! Me and Tay are about to just spaz out over Destiny. You better stop us, man.
No, you're good. You are good. I got a lot of catching up to do. So I actually have downloaded Destiny 1 and 2 on my PS5, but I've yet to play them. Like I think I played Destiny 2 maybe 30 minutes of it, and then it's one of those things I accidentally forgot about it, and I enjoyed what I did play of it. Yeah. I just never been big into the game until here recently, when I've been kind of like forced to find things to do while you're sitting around. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I got some catching up to do.
Yeah, it's such a fun game. It's they call it an MMO. You can play online with friends all over the world. Say almost like Call of Duty. You just meet people in a lobby and you can befriend them.
Yeah, there's a fire team finder now. So if you need like a team of 3 to go do something, that's actually how I did the latest raid. Is I found a group that was willing to teach me and my husband like how to play it. So we all got in a group and we just went in, and it took us 6.5 hours. But it's something that we really enjoy doing. It's something that I've been playing for, I don't even know, like 6 years now. It's been a really long time.
It's been a part of our lives in a major way, for sure.
Yeah.
Those raids are for the culture too. Like YouTubers are all competing to see who get the first completion of every new raid that come out.
Yeah, that's never going to be me. I'm definitely going to play every single raid, but this last one took, I think it was over 24 hours. I think it took like 36 hours or something like that, or something. But it took a very long time. People were streaming it like overnight because it was just that long.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Some dedication right there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna finish off the night with the Deadpool Wolverine popcorn buckets. Y'all ready to see this clip?
Absolutely. So great. So worth the wait.
Oh my God. I hope we get those at our theater, because they're supposed to be like out only at limited places, and they're not supposedly be nationwide. Pray to God, because the other one's also a Deadpool, like I get like a hose blown out inside of his head. You put your popcorn and your soda there, and his face is making like a weird face. But God, I hope our theaters get those.
God.
You know, those are going to sell out so quick. It's probably like the most epic talked about popcorn buckets that's ever came out for any movie.
Oh man, and we're going on the Thursday.
Yeah, we're going on opening night. So,
well, good luck, and I will be seeing it on Saturday, so we can talk about it then.
Right.
We will not spoil a single word for you.
Appreciate it. Just remember when I didn't talk about House of Dragon for you?
I will remember this. A
favor for a favor.
Right. I'll probably see it again twice. I'll probably see it twice in a week. I'm not gonna lie. Every Marvel movie, I usually watch a minimum of 3 times in the cinema before it's over. So I don't know why. I just started doing that, and then like when I started doing the podcast thing, it just made more sense to do it then. It actually made me not feel as bad because I had a reason to say I did it for when before I was just doing it.
Research purposes now.
Right. Research purpose. I got to take a pen and pad in there, of course. But yeah, that wraps us up for this week. Catch everybody next week.
Night, y'all.
Nighty night.